Hello. Our dearest loved ones. Nice to talk to you again and know that you are there, that we could be friends. Some are already friends. Hello, friends. Future friends. Hello, future friends. Yeah, it's just there are some nice news I would like to share with you, especially with my own God's disciples, lawyer friends, and awesome assistants for the Supreme Master Television so that you can enjoy, the whole world can enjoy. Now, ask me what's the good news. I have, yeah, good news and bad news. So, the good news first, hey? Good news always makes us happy, yeah. The good news is that 5 days ago, we had another victory over another unpleasant word. It's called the disturbing peace word, meaning the word that is specialized in disturbing other people and other words. And that word is almost like the fighting word that we had just kind of dissolved. This word also has no souls. The entities here have no souls. And they have 958,922 entities total, including leaders and subordinates. They have no souls. No souls. It's easier to demolish these kinds of words because they are in astral-like forms, meaning they don't have a physical, touchable body like what we have in this physical domain. Even then, I say it's easy, meaning meaning what? Meaning easier than here. But it doesn't mean that it's completely that easy. I wish it was so easy. Even then, with God's grace, God's will, and many assistants, such as His Majesty the Karma King, meaning the king who manages the karmas of all beings, and with His Majesty the King of Security. We have so many kings in the universes, and I don't have enough time to write it all down for you. Besides, I don't think it's very necessary. Most of these kings, they are benevolent, and they have absolute respect and love for me. Yes, because I'm the king of kings of kings of kings. And also because I am the king of Dharma turning wheel. Thus, I also have power to eliminate some of them when they make trouble and disturb other worlds around them, especially when they disturb this world, because this world has less defenses. You see, it's more helpless, even though the people, the beings in this world have so much power, so much power. It's like gazillionaires, but they don't know that they have it, because either they are too young, like a baby, or a child that cannot have any power over that immense property, immense financial richness, or that they are not made to be aware of, or they are deliberately made to be unaware of, like our humans in this world, that the Maya web is cast over them, so they don't remember much of where they truly came from and what they truly are as great beings, the children of God. Now, not to worry about that. Some of them want to wait for eons and eons upon eons before they realize that. No matter how much we tell them, they will not understand and they will not want to accept it. It's hard for them. So we just have to let it be. Remember, there's a film called Astro City, where the doctor died, and then he went to another world full of very unfriendly or nasty and fighty beings in the astral dark domain. The astral level has 100 20 plus different domains belonging to the astral level of consciousness. Some are very bad, like hell, and some are lower heaven, some are higher still, some are magical, full of magical abilities, some are just fairy-like, yeah, and some are benevolent. The astral world is next to our world, so sometimes the astral beings can come and go to our planet and make trouble or do good. It depends. Oh, one moment, my battery is running low. I come back in a second. You see, we have overcome many obstacles and have won many battles. But still, you know, this world is a complicated place, and we can't always win, or we cannot win enough yet. But the day will come that we will have more power over all these obstacles and Maya illusion. Remember long ago I told you that the zealous demons world with their king left the battlefield, meaning they're not fighting anymore with humans or any other beings on this planet. They retired and went to the African mountains. Remember? That's one word. And many, many months later on, another world also left this battle fighting. They went to the world beyond the third level of consciousness, yes, meaning forever liberated, they went there. And other words, never mind, some are smaller and some are bigger. It just takes some effort and time. And the most powerful and the most hard to deal with is surprisingly the human world, our world, your world, full of humans. And then humans also sometimes make mistakes and degrade themselves into the quality that they have been too much attached to or entangled with. Like in the lower world, animal people world, then they became animal people. And then they came back and forth, etc. Yeah. So it's difficult to kind of elevate them all at once, or in one go. Yeah, difficult like that. But we've been there, you know, we've been winning, even though it was a very, very terrifying and exhausting battle. The disturbing peace world entities, they are stronger than the fighty world. The fighty world, they're also generally fighting among themselves. They have their give and take or something. And that's their mentality, their quality, their makeup, their vibe, is those fighty beings. So they keep fighting with each other, and then they fight also with whoever's nearby, like our world nearby. Our world is very near the astral world, and therefore many of the qualities of the astral fighty world or hellish world also influence our planet a lot, influence the mental, physical, psychological, and emotional state of being of the humans and other beings in this world. Now we have kind of less and less troubled beings and troubled world, which influence and sometimes bully our planet, sometimes make bad influence, sometimes enchant our world, people or animal people, and even trees and rocks. And so I was very happy, you know, I was happy. And I am grateful to God's grace. I know the Masters to make all that happen, that we have victory. And I'm thankful to all the gods and goddesses and all the deities, all the heavenly armies, and His Majesty, King of Karma, His Majesty, the King of Security, for example, etc. They were very helpful. So when I say I have a victory, it doesn't mean I alone did it. but we are all together as one entity. So I could say that because they are one with me, you know, like one hand together. Yes. And I also forgot to tell you other things. After we defeated and destroyed the fighting world, so much cheering came to my attention. And they say, love from your loving world, love from your loving world, love from your loving world. They say that to me. Of course, we have to thank God Almighty and all the gods and goddesses and kings in heavens and earth, okay? But I never thought they would say, your loving word, meaning their loving word becomes my word. Actually, this world has been created, you know, long, zillion years ago, before humans came into being. And even though they have more entities, more population than the fighting world, they are not made to fight, so they didn't know how. And after we eliminated the fighting world, the loving world became liberated. Because before that, the fighting world was not just fighting with each other, but sometimes they got together and disturbed the other world around them. And they were oppressing the loving world very, very much, that they call for help. Because they are not born to fight, you see? They are loving entities, loving beings. So they cannot fight, they don't know how. So it's easier for the fighting world to oppress them and abuse them. Finally, in desperation, they call for help. So we came and saved them, freed them. When they were freed, they all came and say, love from your loving world. I never thought any word was mine anyway, but they feel like now that I own them, or they own me, something. So they say, love from your loving world. At first I was taken aback. I said, your loving world? My loving world? They say, yes, we are yours. we are yours, you know. They were cheering like that. It sounds easy to win, but it was a very, very fierce battle, you know. Even though in the astral world, meaning in the invisible world, apart from this world, only in this world we can see, we can hear, we can touch. If any beings don't have the human body like the humans here have, then it's easier to take care of. It's not always easy, of course, but nevertheless, I feel like it's much easier than taking care of this world. Did I tell you the number of the population in the loving world? Maybe not, huh? It's about 13,500 millions of beings there. They look like humans, but are not physical. Even though they outnumber the enemies who attack them, the fighting world was only 300,000, remember? Yeah. But then they can oppress the bigger number in the loving world, because the loving world, as I told you, they cannot fight. They are not programmed to fight. So if something attacks them, they have to call for help. Luckily, we are all very connected. We can hear them and we can help them. But the disturbing peace world also has more numbers than the fighting world. It's what 958,222 entities, yes? But even then, we overwhelmed them after some battle, fierce battle. Then we eliminated them already. But there are more worlds, even though they are not demons, but they carry vicious kind of energies. And with the humans' bad karma and degrading living standard, together, you know, they make it difficult for heaven's beings, and for myself also. It's difficult to win that easily. But we are on the winning side, I told you already. So don't be too upset. Don't be too depressed, okay? We still have a big hope to save this planet for the good beings only. This is a problem. Even if we are successful in saving the planet, that the planet will not be destroyed, only good people, good beings, good entities will be allowed to stay. The final judgment will be decided by highest heaven, by God. So it's not like if you are rich and famous, then you can survive. It's not like that. Yesterday, I was glancing at some of the world news because I often also search the news to send it to my team to air it for everybody to have kind of a quick glance at the whole world, what's happening in different countries. It's easier for you than if you sit down and search from one channel to another if you don't have time. We make it concentrated, compact, so it's easier to see, understand, and realize what kind of situation we are in, good or bad, in different times, in different countries. Also, I eliminate fake news from humans as well as from AI-generated information wherever it comes to my attention. I was looking at some of it. I saw President Zelensky went to Washington to see President Trump, and they were talking about peace, but it seemed like a war right there. I guess there are many other details that happened before they officially sat there and talked to the reporters in America. From what I have seen, President Trump really wanted to have peace, to stop all the killings in Russia and in Ukraine due to the relentless war since 3 years already. Oh God, this is a long time, a lot of suffering. We help, but with whatever financial ways we can help and whatever things we can do. But it's not all that easy.
I hope it will. I mean, I hope I'm going to be remembered as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing if we could do this. I'm doing this to save lives more than anything else. Second is to save a lot of money, but I consider that to be far less important. So I hope I'm going to, thank you, Brian, for that question. It was a nice question. I hope I'll be known and recognized as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing to solve. This is a very dangerous situation. You know, this could lead to a third world war. This was headed in the wrong direction.
One professor in Ukraine wrote a letter to me and asked me to send some people, my disciples, to his country to make a livelihood in a certain university. I did agree, and I did ask some people to go there. But it's not all that easy, you know. All this time we have been helping, but we could never stay long, because to have a visa there is troublesome. And the working visa will cost you $800 or more. And to be a permanent resident is more difficult. Even the same in Africa, like Congo, Kinshasa. If you want to stay there, even with a working visa, it's difficult and you have to pay a lot. And if you want to have longer-term visa, you have to pay $3,000 or $4,000 and apply. But that doesn't mean that you will be accepted, and that the money that you pay in will be returned, even if you're not accepted. So it's difficult. So people criticize me why I am a practitioner and still do business. I don't do business so that I eat more than you do. You eat better at home than what I eat here. And you live in a better situation than where I live. More comfortable. I have running hot water, or over here I have to take shower in cold water. Even wash my hair in cold water. Hot water takes too long to cook. And you have to put it in many buckets. And in winter, you even put warm water. Just in a blink of an eye, you use it, it's cold water. So I don't care, I just use cold water. Just have to cover well so the wind doesn't come in and hurt you, that's all. So do not try to criticize too much, okay? Not just me, but anybody. You know, anybody that tries to do good to humans, to animal people, spending all their time and all their capabilities and finances to help, and just try to look into that. Do not criticize. What have they done wrong anyway? What have I done wrong? I'm just doing business. I'm taking in fair money, honest and clean money, and then giving it out to people, to whoever needs it, whenever God allows. Sometimes I have to pray, otherwise God doesn't allow me. Like, for example, if I want to give like 40,000 US dollars, God allows only 20,000, then I just have to accept that, even if it breaks my heart. My life is not mine. You think I'm free? I'm not. I'm not free, because the world karma is upon me. And because of world karma, I have to do according to God's will. If you do nothing, then God leaves you alone. You don't have to give and take anything. Now we go back to the two presidents. Both of them have goodwill. President Zelensky went all that way to America in order to sign the contract, the deal with President Trump, so that he can help Ukraine in the long term. He said after signing that, Ukraine will have permanent help from America. Ukraine will have a more secure position in the world as well. But somehow something happened that he did not sign it. And they were arguing very loudly. It should have been more peaceful. Maybe the two of them should have sat together in a private office and sorted things out first and agreed with each other what they will talk in public. Otherwise, like that, the whole world will see it's not a very pleasant situation, even though both meant well. Both are very passionate about what they are looking for and what they're trying to achieve. But sometimes we have human tendencies, human qualities, human concepts that come in between the peace and the sincerity of both parties. President Trump is powerful, of course, and he just won election by a landslide. And almost the whole country support him in everything he does, in every new decision he makes to help America be great again. So he's powerful and he's in the winning position, a mighty position. So he might have forgotten a little bit, was less considerate to President Zelensky, who has already been targeted for 3 years long. His hair just turned gray suddenly, and his face, everything changed because of the war headache. Too much responsibility, too much suffering, too much terrorizing, all kinds of things. And his life has never been safe since then, since the war.
Найскладніше, найостанніше і найскладніше. Я їх люблю. Безумовно, свою дружину. Мої діти, головні люди для мене. Не часто бачу. Батьки, їх зовсім не бачу. А дружиною пишаюсь дуже сильно. Вважаю, що вона робить все заради... Я просто розумію, що вона за людина, заради дітей і держави. Ну, хотілося б, щоб трішки заради мене, а вже ж. Я так жартую. В серці вони всі є, в серці. І я, ви бачите, я вам сказав чесно, що це буде найскладніше. І тому не можу нормально вам відповісти. Головне їх не підвести. Головне, щоб моїми дітьми, щоб мої діти пишалися мною.
When people are already down on the floor, we should not kick them anymore. But the political situation is never easy for anybody. I just imagine if it were me, if I were President Zelensky, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. I don't think anybody would be wiser if they were in his situation. Pressure from all sides and losing too many things already. Losing too much and worrying about even losing his own country. The winner should always be more considerate, more understanding. We used to have a little game in our CHINGHAI ashram. Sometimes, if I don't have any more things to give, for example, like we were eating together and everybody's favorite is vegan ice cream, and sometimes they didn't buy enough. Everybody had one already, just that sometimes I let them have more. And then when it's not enough for each one to have the second one, like not a second ice cream because we don't have enough. Only one ice cream left for the last two people, for example. Then I tell them they have to do this game like, 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors. And then one person, of course, has to lose. In this game, always one person has to lose. So after one of the nuns lost, I told the winner, I said, okay, the loser can have the ice cream. Everybody was surprised. But why? The winner should take the ice cream. The last ice cream, I said, no. The loser already feels too bad, feels very bad, losing face already. So now she must have the ice cream to comfort her losing situation. So, okay, everybody laugh and give in, but like it or not, I give it to the loser. It was just our game. In political warfare, it's probably different than just ice cream. At least it's just a joke for you. Thank you. So if President Zelensky has some different concepts or different thinking or different perceptions, it is because he has been through a lot with his countrymen. So he should have been maybe treated a little bit more gently, more discreetly. People came to your door already, not as the superior, but in a less superior, lesser position. Then we should have been more considerate to that person. I'm sorry if I have offended you, great President Trump. I'm your fan, you know that. I've been supporting you in different ways, whatever way I can, directly and indirectly. So forgive me if I offended you, but I'm known for straight talk, yeah? I don't side with President Zelensky. I just understand him and sympathize with his position and his countrymen. I wish that country the best and the quickest possible peace. There must be a sorting out of misunderstanding or knots in between before the whole world should know. His country is already in big turmoil and sorrow, and he is not in a strong power position. He's been begging from door to door different countries to help his country. So we probably should have more sympathy. When somebody is already in a worse position, we should not hurt him more. He is not alone. He represents his country. So if you know better, you should slowly explain it to him. That's what I think, yeah? Forgive the old woman thinking. When we are winning, we have this kind of powerful overconfidence, so we might not be able to understand the other people who are of lesser fortune. That's all. You did not mean anything. President Trump, you did not mean anything bad. You thought your way is the best already. And it could be the best. It's just you must slowly explain it to somebody who is not you, who is not in your mighty position, who is having too much of a headache, too much confusion, too much pressure from all sides, who probably haven't seen his wife and kids for I don't know how long. When the war first started, his wife had been interviewed on the television, and she said to the host, "Thanks to you, today I could see my husband. I haven't seen him ever since the war started until now," and that was a long time. And his children also don't see him. And even his children want to become soldiers, go out and fight already. They were kids.
Родина вже ж, як і всі українські родини, зараз роз'єднана.
Ну, вас чоловіка війна практично забрала.
Ніхто в мене чоловіка не забере, навіть війна. Але так, він живе на роботі, ми його майже не бачимо. 2,5 місяці ми взагалі не бачилися, так? Спілкувалися тільки телефоном. Зараз у нас було кілька можливостей побачитися. І я вам також вдячна за цю можливість, тому що ми зараз проводимо час разом.
Побачення в ефірі.
Побачення в ефірі, так. Дякую вам. Це така, знаєте, чудова нагода попити разом чаю. Прокинулася від дивних звуків за вікном, як усі, мабуть. Темно, була ж майже ніч тоді. І я дивлюся, що Володимира поруч немає. Я пішла до сусідньої кімнати, знайшла його, він вже був одягнений в костюмі, але без краватки. Ну, вже ж я зрозуміла, що, запитала, що відбувається, він сказав, тільки почалося. Ну, емоції не можна передати, тому що тут і жах, і заціпаніння. І він це мені сказав і пішов. В принципі, ми більше не можна сказати, що бачились довго. І, чесно кажучи, я розумію, що як наскільки в той момент він був як натягнута струна, ми всі одразу зрозуміли, що в принципі життя змінилося назавжди. І от тепер я живу тим, коли він мені нарешті скаже, ну все, скінчилося.
5 months into Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, First Lady Olena Zelenska tells us she fears for the safety of her people and her family, including her 18-year-old daughter Alexandra and 9-year-old son Kirilo.
What does your son dream of? What does he want to be?
Obviously, he wants to be a soldier.
He wants to be a soldier.
Obviously.
What does that make you think as a mom?
І тому
I really want to ensure is that the childhood of my son is given back to him and that he enjoys his life to the fullest.
Still, she's learned to cope with the relentless risk her husband, President Volodymyr Zelensky, now faces.
So emotionally, privately, and publicly, he's been under tremendous pressure. So even if he thinks something wrongly, we should be able to understand him and help him, because that is helping millions of people, his co-citizens. I'm tearing up now as I'm talking about that. I have no power to help. I mean, physically not. I'm doing many things, but it doesn't look like I could decide the fate of his country. Not obviously like the way you would do. You see, President Zelensky also has a big pressure on his chest, because whatever you demand him to sign or whatever he decides to sign, he can never be sure whether or not his people will accept it, whether or not they will support him inside or outside in his decision, even if he has the best intention to end the war, to end all the suffering and the killing. He himself might have a very unfavorable outcome from his decision and reaction from his people. So it is difficult for him also. So, President Trump, you're a great man. Please ask him to come back and talk together in a private room. No need to air all the weaknesses in front of the world like that. He's been punished enough. Even if he has done anything wrong, he has been punished day and night for 3 years already. And now, President Zelensky, I have no right to talk to you or to President Trump. I'm just a woman. Women have a soft heart, you know? We are not warlike like men. Most wars are caused by men, not by women. And now, President Zelensky, I'm your friend. I've been helping your country as much as I can. It's not all that easy for me to help people. I don't have as much money as many of the billionaires there. I didn't reach the B yet, just the M, small m. So So the billionaire people, probably they're helping you better or not, I'm not sure. I do what I can. It's not all that easy. I just want to tell my disciples that even a professor, a dean, asked me to send people to one of your universities in your country to make a livelihood vegan restaurant. I did send some, but it's not easy for them to stay, you know. If they want to stay, whether or not the business can go on or not, they have to pay a lot for a visa, working visa, and couldn't stay long. I was reported almost like that. It seems like a difficult time to make a business in your country. I could have helped more. I did send people, send money as much as I could for what little I have. I sent more than I should have already. But this is not easy, okay? And I don't have any position to help you and your country. President Trump can. You have to trust him, because he's an honest man. He just has to also work for the benefit of his country. So both of you should understand each other more and talk in private first before agreeing with each other which subject can be aired to the whole world. I know you have suffered a lot and you have a big responsibility on your shoulders. And you've been frustrated and hopeful and then hopeless and 10,000 things you have to do, I know that. But every peace, every negotiation is just like business, you know, sir? Every negotiation is like business. It has to be give and take. We can't just take all, and we can't just give all. Because there's a third party, Mr. Putin. Right or wrong, we have to deal with him. And we have to deal in a give and take way. No one can have everything. No one can give everything. Just forgive the enemy. Make a good deal for both sides, okay? Because you both are men. You have pride. A man doesn't want to lose. It hurts him. If you don't want to lose, Putin wants to lose even less. Just have to talk. Just have to be patient, be humble, be sincere. Pray to God before every situation. That's all I can give you. Just advice. I don't have as much money as I want to give to your country and help. I do very little things that I can. I don't borrow money from the World Bank or anything like that. So my money is not as big as everybody else's money. You know, the rich people. I just have enough to take care of my things. So this is the advice I can give you. In every business, every deal, there must be give and take. Even in marriage, even with parents and children. Always give and take, sir. I know it's difficult for you. But your people will understand. They want peace more than anything else. And you will explain to them why you decided like this, like that. Or you tell your people what you want to decide like this, like that. And if the majority agree, then you go ahead. It's a very difficult situation for you. You are in the position that no leader in the world wants to be in. But you just have to do what's the best for your country. Pray to God to guide you, okay? All right, and I wish you all the best and all the success. I have no way to talk to you like this in private. And I don't know how to send an email from where I am. I have never sent any email. I don't know how. Even now, I don't know how. Everything is prepared for me already. It's just for me to work for Supreme Master Television. I don't know anything else. And I don't even know if I send email, if it will get to you or to President Trump either. I'm not that big in the political world. You know that. So I sincerely pray for your country and wish you the best. With your permission, with your people's permission, I also call your country you reign, meaning you reign. You have power over yourself, over your country. No one else should. That's important. Right, and pray every day. I wish that you see your wife and your children sometimes. I know it's hard, but you have to see them sometimes. Take time to talk to them. I am just an old woman having trouble dealing with the pain of the victims of war and the victims of the slaughterhouses. Humans also have slaughterhouses, like the war. Animal people have slaughterhouses without them having anything to do with it. My heart's in pain every day. So both of you, great presidents and courageous presidents, forgive me if I said anything that offended you. It just comes from my tremendous pain for the people, for the innocent citizens in war, just as much as for the animal people in the slaughterhouses. So forgive me, please. All the best to both of you. I love America, and I love Ukraine. I love Russia also. Please consider also Mr. Putin. All these years, even though I did not like him making the war, you know that. I voiced all my opinions in the beginning already. Consider Putin also. He's also a man in human language, in human society. He's a man also. He also has his pride. So pressing too hard in any direction for you, for him, for President Trump won't result in anything. Have to work in sincerity and peace first. That's all I can say. And I wish it will happen, that peace will come to Russia and Ukraine. Too many innocent people die already, soldiers or civilians, children, women. It breaks my heart a lot. Please make peace for us, for me. Thank you. And also for Mr. Billionaire Elon Musk, I also have no right to talk to you in any way, and I never could reach you with any email or private letter or anything. I don't know if anybody would even take my letter and give it to you or anybody else in this world. I just hope that you can hear me here. Just a few words. Please, protect your child. Protect that son of yours when he comes with you in the Oval Office and in some of your talks. Protect him from those kinds of places. The energy over there, it might not be good for him. He's only a little baby. Let him be a baby. Let him grow up in normalcy. Protect him from the public eye. You never know where it is good for him. So keep him where it's safe, where it's loving, kind, and then come and see him often. Or take him with you, but he stays with the housekeeper, with the babysitter, and you go out to do business for the world. You need all your strength, all your concentration. Don't bring the kid around. It's not good for you, not good for the kid. Also, it's not good looking for the Oval Presidential Office or in public talks because it makes a different impression. Do not make the most powerful office in the world into a babysitting room or just your private dining room or living room. We must respect the capital office. We must keep it just for the nation's business. That also belongs to your kid, but he should not go there at his age. I know you love him and he loves you. That's why you couldn't part with him sometimes, but you must. I don't have my dog people here. I don't have my bird people here. They are my loved ones. They are my family. I miss them so much. And I also don't have my disciples here. I miss them also so much. They miss me so much. But I just have to do my work alone at the moment. So I'm not telling you the things that I am unable to do myself. I know it's hard, but we have to. Okay, sir? And I have so much respect for you. I'm your fan also. You're wonderful. You're powerful. You helped the president to win back the office which he deserves and which the American people are grateful for. You're the best. the best friend, or one of the best friends that the president could have and trust. He is very lucky to have you. So just give the business outside of private quarters, just to give it an air of mighty, stately affairs, energy, and keep it concentrated that way. Any public political arena where people talk about different subjects, sometimes arguing, sometimes fighting in wars, they're not good for children. The child might not seem to understand everything, but his soul, his mind will register all that. It is not a good beginning for a little baby. Please, I love children. You can see I wrote a lot of tips just for children. Not because I don't love adults. You know, I have adults as disciples, but I love children because they are innocent, because they're vulnerable in our chaotic and not favorable world. So keep them away from the political arenas, from business arguments and different energy than home. Let the children live in the safety of their home until they are old enough to deal with the change outside. He has time. Let him have the time. Mr. Elon Musk, your son is so handsome and he looks so smart, just like his father. Maybe he will have a bright future and he will also do something for your country. But not now. Let him enjoy his innocent childhood, and whatever happens, we will see. Whatever happens, we will see. We'll have enough time to see. And to train him. Just protect your son, okay? Yes. Protect him from confusing or not peaceful energy, from argumentative situations. Protect him from all that, even though he couldn't seem to understand at his age. But his soul understands. His soul understands, and his heart would feel it. His intuitive capacity will take it all in. So spare him from all that. And Mr. Musk, above all, protect your son from possible risk of danger. You know what I mean. I love your son. He's so beautiful. Please take care of him. And forgive me if I offended you in any way. I wish you, your son, and yours all the best. And thank you for helping America. Thank you for helping the world by helping President Trump. God bless you. God bless you. Handsome man, rich man, powerful man. I'm glad we have you in this world. And Mr. Musk, above all, don't lose heart, no matter what people say. People, they are people, you know. They all have different opinions, different thinking, different concepts. Just do what you think is right. Help President Trump. Help the United States of America. Thus, help the world consequently. Thank you again, again and again. May God keep you strong and healthy, happy and intelligent to continue to do what you are doing. Noble, unconditional, selfless service. God bless. I thank you so much, and forgive me if I offended you. I would not dare. I know you are the King of wealth and prosperity in heaven. We met each other inside in the spiritual world. So it's just my humble advice. Thank you very much for helping President Trump, because helping him means helping America and helping the world also at large. Many people will copy your lifestyle, your decisions, your intelligence, and your honest way of life, your compassion, and your beautiful, noble quality in helping others, helping your country, and helping the world. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you and yours, and that you can have enough strength to continue to do your noble mission. Amen, Mr. Elon Musk. Yes, let's leave all these great people to do their own work by themselves. All right, I just wanted to share with you the joy of victory And I wish I could have more victories to share with you if I'm allowed to tell. Many things I'm not allowed to tell. Also, many things do not concern you, or not to have to make you worry too much, or having high hopes too early. So forgive me that I can't just tell you everything, but I do tell you enough things, you know, what you need to know and how you need to practice. I was excited to tell you these things. I wanted to tell you several days ago, but too busy. Today I just delayed all the work first and talked to you, and now I have to go back to work. It's very late at night now, but I still can work. May God bless us all, protect us all, and love us all forever. Amen. Love you guys. God love you. I love you.